Good afternoon, and welcome to Waycross Community Media coverage of OHSAA Girls Softball. I'm Jacob Williams, bringing the call to your homes in palatial estates. In today's episode, we find the Fairfield Indians busting up in here to the Cardinal cage, looking to repeat history from April 10th, when they handed the Lady Cardinals their head by a score of 11-1. Now, the Cardinals will need to see to it that Fairfield has a long face bus ride up Route 4 in Ohio. If the Cardinals can get a power surge from Haley Curtis and Angel Ehrenschwender, they can turn the page
the first day of May.
From previous.
We would like to let you know that in cooperation with state regulations, Colerain High School is a non-smoking facility, and we thank you for not smoking. Colerain High School and Fairfield High School are members of the Ohio High School Athletic Association and abide by high standards of conduct, competition, and sportsmanship. The athletes in this game are friendly rivals. While play may be intense, all in attendance are reminded that this is a game between student athletes and that sporting behavior is expected. The officials assigned to this game have been selected and assigned according to the procedures adopted by the Ohio High School Athletic Association. And now the introduction of today's players and coaches of each team. Welcoming the visiting Fairfield Indians. Batting first today, playing second base, number 4, Maddie Koger. The right fielder, batting second, number 9, Katie Tarter. Batting third, number 17, the pitcher, Brooklyn Grime. The left fielder, batting cleanup, number 8, Taylor Delk. Batting fifth, number 7, playing first base, Aaron Burdine. The catcher, batting sixth, number 11, Sydney Wyatt. Batting seventh, playing third base, number 3, Taryn Post. The designated player, batting eighth, number 1, Geneva Ponchot. The right fielder, batting ninth, number 5, Rihanna Hubbard. And number 2, Bailey Cole, the center fielder, flex player today. And the head coach for the Indians is Brenda Steiger, assistant coach, Alexa Thompson. And now, welcoming your Lady Colerain Cardinals. Playing right field today, batting first, number 16, Bailey Hobaika. The designated player, batting second, number 9, Caitlin Seiler. Batting third, number 4, playing third base, Angel Ehrenschwender. The shortstop, batting cleanup, number 3, Haley Curtis. Catching today, batting fifth, number 18, Logan Davis. Batting sixth, number 5, playing second base, Savannah Rands. The left fielder, batting seventh, number 12, Niara Jones. Pitching today, number 6, batting eighth, Brittany Smith. Batting ninth, number 7, the center fielder, Cameron Huber. And playing first base, the flex player, number 2, Taylor Brown. The head coach of the Cardinals is Sarah Billstrom, assistant coach, Emily Schwabel, and Gabby Hogel. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would ask that you would stand and remove your hats to join us in honoring our great nation with the playing of our national anthem.
Well, there we have it, folks. Our national anthem proudly played. And here we are at the Cardinal cage getting ready to get this one jumped off. I want to point out to the We Are Colerain family that your normal crew couldn't make it in today, so they were able to contact me to fill in for them. Brian White has other commitments. I'm sure you miss him. And Chris Hermanitis can't be here due to practice for First Communion, from what I'm told. And but I hope to replace them, and hopefully your Colerain Cardinals will do a good job. Now the Fairfield Indians come in here, and their coaches, Brenda Steiger, 17 years at the helm, actually 19 years at the helm, and her daughter, Alexa Thompson. That's right, folks, a mother and daughter, head coach and assistant coach duo for the Fairfield Indians. So we'll have to see how the chemistry works there. So now we see the Colerain Cardinals taking the field, ready to get this thing started. Their pitcher, number 6, is out there. Savannah Rands. Behind the plate with her will be the catcher.
Starting off the top of the first inning for the Indians. Playing
Logan
base,
Davis.
Number 4, Maddie Koger.
So number 4, Maddie Koger, will be stepping in as first batter, leadoff hitter for the Fairfield Indians. Kicking around and spot to stand in, and ball and hip. And here's the first pitch, and that ball smacked the shortstop. Picked up by the shortstop, throw to first in time. So that's 1 up, 1 down.
At the plate for
Good
the
play
Indians, the
by
right
the
fielder,
Colerain
number 9,
shortstop we see on the
Haley Carter.
replay, Haley Curtis. With the Hoover vacuum clamps on that one. First pitch here is a called strike. Now, we'll wait here. This pitch coming in. Brittany Smith, strike 2. So no ball, 2-strike count. Our umpires for this contest today, behind the plate, we have Mike Young, and umping the bases is Chris Sharon. That's called strike 3, and number 9 is going to have to take a seat on the bench.
Brooklyn Grimes.
Ball 1 on that first pitch. Brittany Smith circles around the hill, kicks away the dirt. Ball on hip, here's the toss. Right back to her, is rolling the grounder, and it's over to first. And that's a 3 up, 3 down inning for the Colerain Cardinals.
No runs, no hits, no errors, none on base. In the middle of the first inning, the Fairfield Indians, nothing. Your Colerain Cardinals, nothing.
Okay, so Colerain
fans, we'd like to let
good
you know
defense
that
behind their
Saturday,
pitcher.
May the 16th, we're going to be having the Breakfast of Champions right here at Colerain High School. What we're going to do is induct brand new members into this Colerain High School Hall of Fame, recognize our outstanding student athletes and teams from the 2014-15 year. The breakfast will get underway around 8:30 in the morning, with the awards starting approximately around 9 a.m. The event is free, open to you, the public, so be sure to make your plans for Saturday, May the 16th, for the Breakfast of Champions right here at Colerain High School.
Okay, we know that we see here in this GMC schedule that the last time these teams played back on April 10th, the Fairfield Indians took that game 11-1. So they're looking to see if they can get history repeat itself here today on May Day. So it looks like we have a southpaw pitcher for the Indians. That's number 17, Brooklyn Grimes. She's a junior out there. Hey, you don't see too many southpaws in this, although I haven't. I'm not saying there aren't. Got the flag blowing. Respectable pace out there. The way it looks, it's going to knock down any ball, hit the left field or straightaway center.
Number 16, Bailey Hobaika.
So it looks like leadoff hitter for the Cardinals would be number 16, Bailey Hobaika. Fairfield Indians playing straight away on defense. Brooklyn Grind, first pitch, ball one. Here we go, pitch number two. It's a check swing, foul off. 1-1 count here. No, we're calling. I'm sorry. It's a no ball, two strike count. That first pitch was called a strike. So here we go. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a ball high and outside. It's perfect weather for this game. You know, spring weather in Cincinnati is kind of like Forrest Gump's mama. It's like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're going to get. But today we have a beautiful day. This ball's hit in the infield, popped up, and third baseman comes in there. That's Terran Post, number 3.
Player, number 9.
Makes a stop. So there's one out. The ball's hit, but it's going to roll foul. More or less a swinging bunt. Knew it was going to roll foul along. So number 9, Seiler, steps in, squares the bunt, swing and miss. Nobody's at first. Okay, here's the toss. That ball skips underneath the catcher's glove for ball one. Brooklyn Grind, ready to go with this pitch, and here it is. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that ball's being tossed around the horn.
Number 4, Angel Aaron Schwender.
So that strikeout will bring up number 4 for the Lady Cardinals. Aaron Schwender. Here's the first pitch to her. Called a strike 1. Coach Billstrom for the Cards over at third base. That's a ball outside. Coach Billstrom indicating encouragement. Here comes the pitch. Check swing, foul out of play. Nice catch by a young man in the audience there. So we see Brooklyn Grind doing housekeeping around the hill and twirling that ball on her hip, and here it comes. That's called strike 3, and that's going to be it for the Lady Cardinals in the bottom of the first inning.
No hits, no errors, none on base at the end of the first inning. Your Colerain Cardinals, nothing. The Fairfield Indians, nothing.
So we got an inning in the books here, and no score, nothing. A lot of strikeouts being thrown by this southpaw Brooklyn Grind for the Indians. So we see Colerain's battery warming up.
Starting off the top of the
Brittany
second
Smith.
inning for Fairfield. The left fielder, number 8, Taylor Delk.
I'll tell you, Brittany Smith has that glove popping to her catcher on these warm-up tosses. So Logan Davis sets up behind the plate. Ready to take this first pitch from Brittany Smith, and here it comes. Call strike 1. Number 8, Taylor Delk, freshman for the Indians, trying to get on base here. They're calling her a good eye. That's going to even account at 1-1. They're playing in close on the corners, the Cardinals. Ball's hit hard in the gap between short and third and picked up by the left-hander, but it's going to be a base hit. So the first runner of the game, top of the second inning.
First base, number 7, Aaron Burdine.
Taylor Delk on base. That's a freshman getting this thing going for the Indians. Here's the pitch in. Call the ball. Delk scampers. Bluffs a steal. Here's a pitch in from Smith. That ball's bunted. It's going to be nice bunt. Picked up, but thrown over to first for the out. But it's a good sacrifice. It moves Delk down to second base. So,
the catcher, number 11,
one out.
Sidney Wyatt.
Runner at second for the Indians. That brings up their catcher, Sidney Wyatt, a junior. But we'll have to see what Brittany Smith could come up with. That's going to be ball one. Smith twirling that ball on her hip. Here's the pitch. That was close, but they're calling it ball two. I don't know where it was, but Brittany Smith off the rubber, steps up back on the rubber. Here comes the throw. That's going to be ball three, high outside. A lot of chatter out there. Fairfield wanted to continue this rally. Colerain wanted to put the kibosh to it. Strike one call. Number 11, Sidney Wyatt, looked at that pitch, but if you see that one again, you want to make sure you swing the bat. And there's a pitch, and that's called a ball. Ball four. So that puts
now
runners on first and
base.
Second for the Indians with
Post.
one out. Taryn Post, the batter, left-handed batter here. Swing down to second baseman, one hop. Throw to first and out at first. So the runners advance. So we have Indians on second and third.
Now batting
two
the
outs.
Player, number 1, Geneva Ponshot.
So this will bring up the designated player for the Indians. That's Geneva Ponshot, left-handed batter. This is where the Indians need a little two-out lightning. And I'm sure this is where Brittany Smith wants to bear down. So it looks like we got a 2-ball, no-strike count. There's places to put this runner, but you're better off to get her out the way now. Call, strike one. So Geneva Ponshot now, you're going to have to swing that bat to get on base. You need to score these runs here. That pitch is called the ball. Brings us to a 3-ball, 1-strike count on Ponshot. Brittany Smith off the hill, looking around. Kicks the dust. Off the hip throw. Strike two called. Ponshot comes back from being down a count. Now we got a full count. Runners are going to be going on a pitch. 3-2, 2 outs. Here's a pitch. Ball swinging, butt to the third. It's dropped off the tip of the glove, and it's safe at home. Safe at home. The Lady Indians come up with a run. Ponshot does her job. It's on here we see on the replay.
Right fielder, number 5, Rihanna Hubbard.
Looks similar to the one that Todd Frazier had the other day. Just didn't keep the glove low enough. So we got a steal of second base now. This is where Fairfield wants to have it so they can score some more runs if they get another break here. Rihanna Hubbard fouls this one off. Almost makes the track over here. Rihanna Hubbard, freshman outfielder here. And here's the pitch to her. Late swing, foul ball off the screen. So we got a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Top of the second inning here at the Cardinal cage. Pitch in, ball hit down the shortstop gloves it over to first in time to retire the side. So at the end of the top of the second inning, we have Fairfield Indians 1 and the Colerain Lady Cardinals nothing.
Colerain fans, we'd like to remind you that next time you're on the computer, be sure to click on to www.wearecolerain.com. Right there, you can get all the latest information, photos, and videos on all Colerain athletics. So again, be sure to click on to www.wearecolerain.com.
You know, in between innings, I want to remind our Waycross viewers, we need you to volunteer, come out and support your children in the community. If you want to volunteer, donate some time, call 513-825-2429 or visit www.waycross.tv/volunteer. And come out, lend your support. You know, no one's asking you to
starting off the home half of the second inning for your Cardinals.
Do nothing too serious to spend a little time.
3, Haley Curtis.
If you want, we could dump a bucket of water on you so you can feel like you've done something real special. So here come Fairfield Indians and this number 17, Brooklyn Grind, left-handed southpaw there, and she looks like she could be tough if they give her runs. That ball's dribbled foul down the third base line. It's number 3, the batter for the Cardinals. So we got a 1-ball, 1-strike count here. Swung foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Haley Curtis hits that ball hard underneath the third baseman's glove, and that's going to be in there. And I don't know how the official scorer is going to call that. Could call it a base hit, but again, that ball skipped underneath the glove with a lot of sting on it.
The catcher, number 18, Logan Davis.
So Logan Davis steps in for the Cardinals. Runner on first base. Skips low, ball 1. Skips low again. That's going to be ball 2. Brooklyn Grind, she's going to have to get some better control. Throws that ball on the hip, fires it in. This ball's hit hard down the left field line and foul. Down there in the left field corner. That's where she can almost straighten that out. It's going to be trouble. But make her be a batter. And here's the pitch to her. It's going to be a ball. Throw down to first. Safe at first. Nice snap throw down to first, though, by the Indian catcher. And here's the pitch in. That ball is in there. Pulled the string for a strike. Coach Sarah Billstrom at third base encouraging her batter to have an eye. Here's the pitch in. Ball 4. Runners on first and second now. And nobody out. This is where the Cardinal trying to get that run back. And if they were smart, they would jump on their chances right now.
Now pinch running at first base for the Cardinals, number 14, Aubrey Hacker.
So we got a pinch runner at first base for the Cardinals. One of their substitutes, and her name is number 14, Audrey
Packer. For your
Packer.
Lady Cardinals, playing second base today, number 5, Savannah Rand.
So Savannah Rand will step in and be the batter for the Cardinals. Brooklyn Grind, twirling that ball on her hip. Here's the wind and the pitch to her. Called a strike. And they're going to have to keep that runner honest at second base, the Fairfield defense, because here's the pitch in. Ball swung, hit out at third base. Forced tap at third and out at third base. And runners at first and second. So we have one out. Get the forced play at third. And
the left fielder, number 12, Niara Jones.
So that'll bring the left fielder up for the Colerain Cardinals. That's Niara Jones. Right-hand batter in the pitch to her. Called a strike. Nice pitch. That's the pitcher's pitch. Low outside corner. Again, Fairfield defense is going to have to keep these runners honest at the bases. If you don't keep these girls honest, that's going to enable them to beat out a force play and a slow dribbler here. And the pitch, a little high. So we come up with a 2-ball, 1-strike count here. One out. And the pitch, swing and fouled off on the screen. 2-2 count. So we'll see what the Fairfield battery comes up with. And here's the pitch in. Skips, so that's going to be a ball. Full count, 3-2. One out. Bottom of the second inning. Cardinals looking to get that run back. Ball's hit hard to third. Again, force at third, throw over to first, and that's going to be a double play for the Fairfield Indians. And that's what they're talking about, I'm sure.
No runs, no hits, no errors, one left on base. Colerain Cardinals, nothing. The Fairfield Indians, 1.
At the end of 2 innings, as we see the replay, nice. Steps over and double play. So at the end of 2 innings, we have scored Fairfield Indians 1 and the home Colerain Cardinals nothing. So Fairfield accorded themselves well to get out of that jam, out of that little trouble. Couple fortuitous slow rollers down to third base helped everything, and now it's just up to the Fairfield to see what they can come up with here in the top of the 3rd inning. You know, last time I did a game here at the Cardinal Cage, I think was about 2 years ago. I think they were playing Middletown. This is a day very similar to this.
Starting off the top of the 3rd inning for the Fairfield Indians.
Nice weather.
Number 4, playing second base, Maddie Coker.
This little ballpark reminds me of I was a Baltimore Orioles fan when I was a kid, and Jim Palmer used to pay that guy, had that white house over the center field fence. Used to pay him to have his house painted white every year. And that little house over the center field fence reminds me of the one in Baltimore. So the first pitch in is call the ball. So the Fairfield batter, Maddie Coger steps in. And here's the pitch to her, and that one is called the ball. Maddie Coger getting much encouragement from her bench and teammates. Pitch to her is hit high. Shortstop out, center fielder in, and that center fielder gloves it, puts it away. So that'll be one out for the Fairfield Indians.
Number 9, Katie Tarter.
So that'll bring the right fielder to bat. Number 9, Katie Tarter. And the pitch to her. Call the ball. A lot of these Fairfield batters seem to have a pretty good eye, which is what you want, hopefully. But you still got to know when to swing that bat. So there we go. There's a strike. 2 ball, 1 strike count, 1 out. Brittany Smith twirling that ball on her hip, and here's the pitch in. Ball fouled over the back of the screen. And from what I've been told, that hit the Waycross production truck, and who knows, might have shook off a couple of cobwebs. So here's the pitch in to her again. That ball's hit straight away center field. Center fielder steps in, makes the grab, 2 outs. So
that's at the plate for the Indians, the pitcher, number 17, Brooklyn Grind.
That's 2 putouts for the center fielder this inning, Cameron Huber. And here's the pitch in. That ball's fouled directly back. This looks like the pitcher batting for Fairfield, number 17, Brooklyn Grind. Seeing if she can help her own cause out. There's 2 outs here, but she may be able to come up with some lightning. Brittany Smith twirls this ball on her hip, and here comes the pitch. Ball's hit hard at the third baseman, and the third baseman puts it away for the Cardinals.
With
and
no
that's going to
runs,
be
no hits,
it.
no errors, none on base. In the middle of the 3rd inning, the Fairfield Indians 1, your Colerain Cardinals 0.
Angel Ehrenschwender puts it away for the Cardinals at third base. So at
Fans
the
would
end
like to remind you
three
that
innings,
NovaCare Rehabilitation, who is the leader in physical
Fairfield
therapy
1,
and sports medicine,
Colerain
is the
nothing.
exclusive sports medicine provider for the University of Cincinnati and over 27 area high schools, middle schools, colleges, and professional teams. From football players to softball moms and from weekend warriors to working professionals, injuries do happen. And when they do, let the NovaCare's team of professionals get you back in the action. If you'd like further information to find a center near you, all you need to do is go online to www.novacare.com. That's www.novacare.com. Our thanks to NovaCare for their support of ladies softball right here at Colerain High School.
And there's the coming down throw. Fairfield Indians passing it around the horn. And they're ready.
Starting off the home half of the 3rd inning for your Lady Cardinals. The pitcher, number 6, Brittany Smith.
Brittany Smith, the pitcher, going to stand in here. Still just a 1-0 game here. Brittany Smith knocks the cover off for 1, and it's all tied up here in the pitch to her. Swing and a miss, strike 1. I'll tell you, this pitcher for Fairfield, again, she looks like if you don't get to her early, she's going to be trouble for you the rest of the day. Seems like she's got a lot of poise, young pitcher. Of course, I may be partial since I'm a left-hander myself, but that ball's hit hard between third and short, picked up by the Fairfield left fielder, so that's a base hit for Brittany Smith to get it started for the
center
Cardinals.
fielder, number 7, Cameron Huber.
So here we go now.
Pinch runner at first
No
base
outs,
for your
that'll bring
Cardinals,
up
number 15,
Cameron
Teresa
Huber.
Andrews.
Center fielder for the Cardinals. And this is where Fairfield has to just keep pouring strikes in there. Make them be a batter. Ball being twirled around, winding the pitch in. Ball's hit hard. Coach Billstrom lucky to get out of the way of that shot. Yes, sir, we got the close-up of Coach Billstrom, and that was almost like one of them Georgia hot shots he was telling me about from Georgia. Swing and a miss. No ball, 2-strike count. Ryan with the ball. Here's the throw. Pulled something, took something off, and that's strike 3 swinging.
The top of the lineup for your Cardinals, the right fielder, number 16, Bailey Hobaika.
That was a crafty sequence by the left-hander there. So batting for the Cardinals now is the leadoff hitter, number 16, Bailey Hobaika, and the pitch to her is hit right back to the pitcher. She's going to turn and throw to second, over to first. They're not going to turn the double play on that one. but the ball was thrown a little bit too tall over at first base. But Fairfield fortunate to get
The
this
designated
ball.
player, number 9, Caitlin Seiler.
Even though this ball's being hit hard, it's being hit hard right at people. And here's the first pitch into Caitlin Seiler. And that ball is called a ball. So 1 ball, no strike count. Runner at first base for the Cardinals, and here's the pitch. Squares like she's gonna bunt. So that's gonna be ball 2. And here's the pitch. This ball's bunted. Foul ball. Yeah, that ball was not going to be fair whatsoever, and fortunately it wasn't. So here's the pitch. This ball's bunted. Fair ball. Foul ball again, he's calling. Oh. Oh, with the... So, these bunt attempts are having a mind of their own, and that's called strike 3. And that's going to do it for the Cardinals in the bottom half of the third inning.
Runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left on base at the end of 3 innings. Your Colerain Cardinals, nothing. The Fairfield Indians, 1.
So, Fairfield Indians are beneficiaries of a masterful pitching and defense job by their team so far. They beat the Cards 11-1 the last time, but they're not going to score that many this time. But I'm sure they don't have to score 11 runs to be happy as long as they come up with the W here. And we see now warming up to face the Indians here in the top of the 4th inning is the Cardinal pitcher, Brittany Smith. And the way it looks on these warm-up tosses, she has plenty to go. So it's just going to have to be, at this point now, they're going to have to get some runs for her.
Starting off the top of the 4th inning for the Fairfield Indians, the left fielder, number 8, Taylor Delk.
So we got Taylor Delk stepping in here to lead this inning off for the Indians. You know, she's got balls hit hard to straightaway center fielder. And that ball's put away for the out.
At the plate, playing first base, number 7, Aaron Burdine.
So we got Aaron Burdine stepping in here. First baseman for Fairfield. Swing balls hit to the third baseman for out number 2.
The catcher, number 11, Sydney Wyatt.
Sydney Wyatt's going to bat here, and it looks like Brittany Smith has found her groove now and pretty much slamming the door. Good defense behind her. And here's the pitch. The ball's hit up the middle for a base hit. So 2 outs, and here come
now batting, playing
Fairfield,
base,
Sydney
3,
Wyatt,
Taryn
base
Post.
hit. So that's going to bring up number 3, Taryn Post for him. You see that ball, no one was going to get that one. For that first pitch is ball 1. Brittany Smith looking around at her defense, comes back, taps the mound, twirls the ball, throws it for ball 2. With these 2 outs, it's just you and the batter, Brittany. Just throw this ball. Call strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Strike 2. Here we see on the replay, that's a swing and bunt type of deal, but she wasn't going to catch up to that one. And the pitch in. Ball's hit to the shortstop, rolls up her glove, up the heel of her glove and off her chest, and it's going to be runners at first and second here for Fairfield. You see on the replay here where that ball got right up on her and decided to have a mind of its own, and good thing it didn't have a lot of mustard on it because that could have been a bruised sternum there. Okay, so here come, ball's called a strike. Geneva Pond shot. One and one to count. So here we are. Brittany Smith winds and deals. That's going to be ball two. Brittany Smith taking a little more time, more deliberate in between pitches, but here it is. Swing and bunt, put down, third baseman gloves it over to first, but safe at first base. So that has the bases loaded now for Fairfield Indians, 2 outs.
Now batting the right fielder.
Looks like we got the timeout called where the infield is going to have some type of summit conference here on the mound, figure out what they want to do here. Try to choke this run off at the plate if they can. Of course, they got to force it any base. So I'm sure Brittany Smith, the way it looks, she's got a lot of one at bat out there. And this batter is going to have to swing this bat and not look for a walk. And there it is, base hit over the shortstop's head in the left field, 1 run in. Here's 2 runs in. Ball in between the shortstop's legs, third baseman, but the runners are going to be on first and second base, and so that has the visiting Fairfield Indians on top of this game, 3-0.
Maddie Koger.
So Maddie Koger steps in for Fairfield, and here's the pitch to her, foul down right field line. Runners at first and second, trying to find a home. So if Maddie Koger could put a stroke on this one, it might put the chase to Brittany Smith. Here's the pitch. Call the ball. 1-1. Another pitch in there. Something's wrong with the scoreboard. So the scoreboard showing a 1-1 count. But there's been 3 pitches. That ball's hit hard past shortstop, and that's going to bring in a run. There's going to be a throw, but nowhere near in time. Fairfield plates another run. So they're starting to get the hammer opened up here, bringing it to a 4-0 count.
At the plate, the right fielder, number 9, Katie Tarter.
So number 9 will be stepping in here. Right-handed batter, right fielder, Katie Tarter. And here's the pitch to her. Swing hit hard at shortstop. She's able to glove it and throw to first. And that's going to do it. Finally, the Cardinals are able to put a stop to it.
3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error, and 2 left on base. In the middle of the 4th inning, the Fairfield Indians 4, your Colerain Cardinals 0.
So the Colerain Cardinals on the bottom end of a 4-0 score here in the
some
bottom of the
businesses
4th inning.
To support ladies varsity softball here
Here we
at
see
Colerain
on the
High School
replay
today.
again
Our friends at
where
Apex Awards.
Ball's hit
also Bacall's Cafe.
over shortstop.
In Harrison.
Runners
Cincinnati
advancing.
Hospital, Green Township.
Left fielder comes up with the
Cincinnati
throw,
Concessions
but
and Catering.
it's not going to
Colerain
make
Auto
it anywhere.
Service. Greg Davis CCM. Kroger. La Rosa's Pizza. Life Touch Photography. Meyer. New Foundation Savings Bank. Queen City Printing. Skyline Chili on Colerain Avenue.
Here we see another
Bob's
replay,
Tire,
another
and
RBI
Best
for
Buy.
Fairfield,
Again, thanks to these fine
diving
businesses
past
helping
the
to support
shortstop but
ladies
can't
varsity
come up with it.
softball here at Colerain High School.
course, in between innings, we see Coach Billstrom spending time to take a minute to talk to Fairfield catcher Sidney White.
Starting the home half of the fourth inning for your Lady Cardinals. Playing third base, number 4, Angel Ehrenschwender.
So leading it off for the Cardinals, their third baseman, number 4, Aaron Schwinder. You know, Aaron, I believe that she's in the rankings of stats here in the GMC. Ball hit hard, nubs off the bat, and it's going to be picked up at second for throw to first and out.
At the plate, the shortstop, number 3, Haley Curtis.
Of course, Haley Curtis for Colerain, 3 home runs. She's way up there. .554 on base percentage, and that's why that ball is clobbered past the left fielder into the center field, left field gap there, and that's going to have her standing on second base. Here's a replay. We see
catcher, number 18,
balls where she wanted it, low and
Davis.
outside. She just pokes it through, and now we got runner on second base and nobody out. Or excuse me, 1 out. Ball's hit down here between the gap of second and first, picked up by the right fielder to throw in. It's going to be a play at the plate, and that's going to be out at the plate. Nice relay by Fairfield to nail that runner at the plate. Good defense. Yep, so
now batting for the Cardinals,
single,
second base. Number 5,
course,
Savannah Rand.
Coach Billstrom sent that runner, and I don't blame Coach Billstrom for sending that runner. Took a perfect relay, but unfortunately,
number 14,
Fairfield
Aubrey
came
Hacker.
up with a perfect relay. So here we see the replay on the tag, and nice catcher blocked the plate well, and that's just textbook right there. And here's the pitch in, ball hit high in infield, shortstop waving for it, and that's it. That'll do it. At the end of 4, it's the Fairfield 4, Colerain nothing.
At the end of 4 complete innings, the Colerain Cardinals nothing, the Fairfield Indians 4.
Once again, I want to ask anyone to donate time to volunteer for Waycross Media. Come out here and support your youth in your community. It gives you a good feeling in your heart. I know everyone's busy. Things are doing, especially with the weather breaking, but pretty soon it'll be prom season. Maybe you could be a chaperone at the prom. But we need your help, so call area code 513-825-2429 or visit www.waycross.tv/volunteers. You can see one of our volunteers now. He gets to be right over there by the Fairfield dugout, over here, whatever those conversations may be. And I'm sure that the feeling is groovy over there right about now.
Starting off the top of the 5th inning for the Fairfield Indians, the pitcher, number 17, Brooklyn Grind.
So here's Brooklyn Grind is going to start this inning off for Fairfield Indians. Colerain Cardinals out there, Summit Conference over there on the hill. And Brittany Smith, you know, here she is. That flag is blowing a lot harder out there in center field. And that ball's hit straight to second base. She gloves it over to first for the first out of the inning here.
The left fielder, number 8, Taylor Delk.
So that'll bring up Taylor Delk for Fairfield, the left fielder, number 8. She has a .356 batting average so far this season. Looks at a strike, but that wasn't her pitch. She did right to hold off of that because that was a pitcher's pitch. And if Brittany Smith can keep pumping them in at that spot, but not that one. That one's hit deep to left field. Left fielder measuring it, runs in and makes the catch. So it's going to be 2 outs.
At the plate, number 7, playing first base.
See on the replay, good, I want to say good wood, but good bat on that ball, and the left fielder measures it in on for the out. First pitch is a ball. This is number 7, Aaron Burdine. And here's the pitch to her. That ball is called a strike, 1-1 count. This is where Brittany Smith, I'm sure, would like to get off the field right now. Ball's hit. It's going to be fair. Long throw to first. In time. So at the end of the top of the fifth inning, Colerain Cardinals on the downside. 4-0 score. We see again the third baseman picked it up in fair territory. Nice long throw over there.
We'd like to remind you that coming up on Saturday, May the 16th, right here at Colerain High School, we're going to be featuring the Breakfast of Champions. What we're going to do is induct brand new members into the Colerain High School Hall of Fame. We'll recognize them for outstanding student athletes and teams from the 2014-2015 year. The breakfast will get underway at 8:30 in the morning with awards starting approximately 9 a.m. The event is free and you're welcome to be a part. Again, that's Saturday, May the 16th, right here at Colerain High School for the Breakfast of Champions.
Okay, so Fairfield huddles around their pitcher on the mound. Colerain sending their batter to the plate.
Number 12, Niara Jones.
Niara Jones steps in there after making that good play on defense to end the top of the inning, and the pitch to her. Call the strike. That's going to be a ball. Looks like Brooklyn Grind tried to take a little something off of that pitch. You know, here we are, bottom of the fifth inning, and she's still applying crafty to her trade. That ball's hit hard. Shortstop runs in, gloves it, throw to first in time. And that's going to be one out here
at the plate for
the bottom of the fifth.
Number 6, the pitcher, Brittany Smith.
So we got Brittany Smith at the plate. She was able to get herself on base last time she was up. And we'll see what she comes up with here in the first pitch. Foul off behind the right field dugout. First base dugout, excuse me. And here's the pitch in. Looks low for a ball. Skips to the plate. So we'll have to see. This ball's hit into the right center gap, and that's going to roll all the way to the wall. And picked up by the center fielder and gotten in there, but it's going to be a double. Here we see on the replay, Brittany Smith puts her foot into that one.
Pinch runner for the Cardinals.
Turns on that good.
Number 15, Teresa Andrews. And at the plate, the center fielder, number 7, Cameron Huber.
Cameron Huber is going to step in there, center fielder for the Cardinals. One out. Runner on second. That ball's hit hard to left. Left fielder able to make a stunning play on that. It had her fooled for a minute, but fortunately, she was able to correct and come up with the grab.
Number 16, the right fielder, Bailey Hobaika.
So it looks like you got number 16, Bailey Hobaika, stepping in here, seeing if she could get a run home for the Cardinals. Call strike one. This is where the Fairfield defense is going to have to keep this runner at second base honest to hold her down from scoring on any hit. This ball's hit to the center field. The center field is able to come up with the grab, and that's going to end it for the Cardinals.
With no runs,
in the fifth inning.
No errors, and one left on base. At the end of 5 complete innings, the Fairfield Indians 4, your Colerain Cardinals 0.
So we got the top of the 6th approaching here. Fairfield, they over here in their huddle, explaining the options, the situation as it is at hand, knowing that they're doing a fine job so far. I don't know if there's any scouts at the game today, but it's fascinating that mother and daughter duo coaching the Fairfield Indians. You know, they were telling me where...
Starting off the top of the 6th inning for the Indians, the catcher, number 11, Sydney Wyatt.
They were telling me when Alexa Thompson was in high school, her mother had to coach against her daughter a lot. You know, so And here's the pitch. It's going to be low inside, ball one. So catcher number 11, Sidney Wyatt, steps in for Fairfield. Smith twirling the ball and wheels the pitch. That's going to be high outside, ball two. Of course, the Colerain Cardinals, they got a game tomorrow. So, pitch is outside for a ball. Tomorrow, Colerain Cardinals have to face the Harrison Wildcards here at the cage. The Harrison Wildcats. Not to be confused with the Kentucky Wildcats.
Playing third base, number 3.
What did I say anyway? Wild cards, that's right. This is going to send stolen second. Now she's going to try for third. Center fielder throws on to third, but safe at third. Now we got a runner on third base with no outs here for Fairfield. But yeah, the Cardinals are going to have to go up against Harrison tomorrow. Harrison was able to beat Northwest High School the other day. I think they beat Northwest 19-0. So Harrison Wildcats know how to put beat downs and open up cans. So Colerain is going to have to be on their game. But Brittany Smith as a pitcher, she looks like a determined, gutsy player. And here's the pitch. This ball's hit hard to the right fielder, and that's going to play the run and safe at first base. So that's going to up the score to 5-0.
Player, number 1, Geneva Ponshot.
And here's the pitch. Squares for butt, but called a ball. So we got a runner first base. No outs. Now, this is where I don't know if Colerain has any other people that can pitch. Bunted foul. But I don't know. I imagine in a setup like this, you might as well get Brittany Smith out of there and don't let her stay in there and take this whole beat down, because it's probably not going to be good for her psyche. And the pitch. That's a ball. 2-ball, 1-strike count. Yeah, she looks like she's getting tired out there, but that's just me. And there's a ball. 3-ball, 1-strike count. Geneva pawn shot. Third baseman Aaron playing in, charging this. So it brings us to a full count. 3-ball, 2-strike count. Nobody out. And the pitch. Call the ball. Ball 4. And it's going to send runners
right
to
fielder, number 5,
first and second base.
Hubbard.
And that's going to send Rihanna Hubbard to the plate, number 5. I believe Rihanna Hubbard is going to be a left-hand batter here. Brittany Smith twirling that ball on her hip, and here's the pitch in. Ball. Gets away from the catcher, and the runners are going to move up to second and third. No outs. Runners on second and third. Time called. Looks like we're going to have a visit to the mound. I guess they see that their pitcher is a little bit tired. Just control is getting all over the place, and especially when she starts skipping them under her catcher's mitt, Logan Davis. You know, nobody in the bullpen, so you know, where's J.J. Hoover when you need him? And here's the pitch. Ball's hit down foul ground in left field and out of play. That's a little number 5. That looks like a little Vic Davalillo play there. Oh, Vic Davalillo, nobody ever heard of him. I have. To the left fielder and foul ground again, but she can't come up with it. So it's going to be 1 ball, 2 strike count. And Rihanna Hubbard steps back up to the plate, looking to do something with these ducks on the pond. Ball hit the short, play at the plate. And there's out at the plate. Yes, indeed, out at the plate. Logan Davis does a fine job to hold on to that ball. Here we see again, ball hit sharply short. Short baseman, shortstop comes up with it. Throw, nice block of the plate. And that's it. So that's the first out of the inning. Now that leaves runners on the corners. And the pitch, runner takes second, no throw. Logan Davis fakes a throw, but everybody in the gym knew she wasn't going to throw down there. Oh, gym? Oh, field. And the pitch in. This ball's going to be a little high. I think Brittany Smith needs to try to do something to change speeds a little bit. Pretty much everything's the same. Uh-oh, here's the shortstop. Throw to the plate again. This one's going to skip underneath Logan Davis for a run scored, and the runner will advance to second base. So that's going to make the score 6-0. Runners at second and third with 1 out here.
The right fielder, number 9, Katie Tarter.
Katie Tarter steps in as the right fielder, number 9 for Fairfield. And umpire Mike Young dusting off home plate. Here we see again on the replay, it just caught her on the 5-hole side of things, and if she'd have got that throw up where the other one was, it would have been out on that one. But hopefully there's some local colleges, scouts looking at talent here. This ball's hit. Center fielder camps under it for the out. Throw in, and not in time. Not in time, so that's going to play another run for Fairfield. It's making the score 7-0.
The pitcher, number 17, Brooklyn Grimes.
So here's the pitch in. Swing. Popped up. Shortstop camped under it, and that's it. That'll do it.
With 3 runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left on base. In the middle of the 6th inning, the Fairfield Indians 7, Colerain Cardinals 0.
So the Fairfield visiting Fairfield Indians coming in here and leading this thing by a 7-0 score.
Colerain fans, we'd like to remind you again, next time that you're online, be sure to go to www.wearecolerain.com. Right there you can find all the latest information, photos, and videos on all Colerain athletics. That's www.wearecolerain.com.
Looking at the schedule here, this is going to be a fast turnover for the Cardinals. This game against Harrison tomorrow starts at 11 a.m. So we're going to have to see how they can regroup from this. So there's the throw down the second, and looks like we're about ready to get the bottom of the 6th inning jumped off here. And Colerain Cardinals.
Starting off the home half of the 6th inning for your Lady Cardinals. Number 9, designated player, Caitlin Seiler.
Caitlin Seiler, the designated player, steps in here, right-handed batter, and the pitch to her. Bunted foul. I'm starting to wonder here now. Colerain is down by 7 runs, and I'm starting to wonder about the idea of bunting. And there's a bunt foul again, so that's a no-ball, 2-strike count. I would even attempt a swinging bunt, but to just straight-up bunt, to me, it's not going to get it done. And here's the pitch. Strike 3, white Bayer. I'm telling you.
Number 4, Angel Ehrenschwender.
Angel Ehrenschwender will take the plate. Number 4, third baseman for the Cardinals. And this Brooklyn Grind is just throwing this ball. That ball's called a strike. And she comes just like I thought. If you give her some runs, she's standing tall out there. Ball dribbled down third baseline, foul. Good crowd here as we see now. The stands are pretty well filled up. Colerain faithful here, and that ball is hit. She's well ahead of that one, driving it down. Coach Billstrom's already had one close call down there at third base. She twirls that ball on her hip, and the wind, and there's a pitch. That's going to be a ball. 1-ball, 2-strike count here, and that flag again is getting pushed around. And the pitch took a little off. That ball's hit, but the second baseman can't glove it. Nice try by the second baseman, but Maddie Colger just couldn't come up with that ball.
The shortstop, number 3, Haley Curtis.
So Haley Curtis will step in here. Number 3, the shortstop for the Cardinals. And here's the pitch in. Throw down to first. Not in time, but close. And I'll tell you, this catcher for Fairfield, she'll snap throw that ball down there. Sydney Wyatt. Here's the ball dribbled down third base, foul. So we got 1 out. And Fairfield has shown the ability to turn double plays if the ball's hit properly. And here's the pitch. Ball's hit up in the air to right field. Looks like a Sunfield and back and over her head. And that ball's going to have people running around bases. Get this ball in, throw it, don't run it in. Okay, so that's going to put runners on first and third now for the Cardinals. We see on the replay, ball swung inside out, opposite field, and that right fielder just couldn't get back far enough, fast enough.
Number 18,
drops in.
Davis.
So here's Logan Davis, the catcher, and the pitch to her. Foul down behind the first base dugout. And the pitch in, call the ball. See, that wind is picking up a little bit. I can hear it singing through our microphones somewhere. Pitch skips in there for a ball. This is where somebody may want to go out there and visit with Brooklyn, number 17, and say, listen, keep this ball in the zone. Don't make them be a batter. So she twirls that ball on her hip. Let's go with the pitch. That ball's hit hard at third base. Third baseman gloves it, throws the second for an out. force at second and the runner able to make first base on a fielder's choice.
Playing second base, number 5, Savannah Rams.
Savannah
And
Rams,
running for the Cardinals,
second baseman.
number 14, Aubrey Hacker.
Aubrey Hacker will be a pinch runner for the Cardinals. 2 outs. And the pitch in. Looks like it's be a little inside, but that is a nice change of pace pitch for her to show that. Skips in there for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. And here's the pitch coming. Ball. 3 ball, no strike count, 2 outs. Make him be a batter here. Ryan does a little bit of housekeeping around the hill, and here's the pitch. Inside, ball 4. So that's going to be a walk. Runners on first and second.
The left fielder, number 12, Niera Jones.
So that'll have Niera Jones stepping in there for the Cardinals, left fielder. And that's going to have Fairfield taking a walk out to the mound to talk things over what the case is going to be. Runners at first and second. If history repeats itself, well, I'm sure that Brooklyn Grind could convince someone to hit that hard ground at third base. So the discussion's over. Well, Coach Alexa Thompson going back. No, that's not Coach Alexa Thompson. That's Coach Brenda Steiger. So 2 outs, 7-1 score. Bottom of the 6th. Here's the wind and pitch in there. Skips around, ball 1. Runners at first and second. Again, the Fairfield defense is going to have to keep that runner at second base honest. And the pitch. Ball's hit hard between the third and short gap, and it's picked up by left fielder. So the bases are loaded now.
The pitcher, number 6, Brittany Smith.
Looks like there's going to be a pitching change for Fairfield. And a nice job done by Brooklyn Grind, junior pitcher, number 17. She was able to lead this game with a 7-1 lead. Of course, these 3 runners on base are her responsibility.
Now pitching for the Fairfield Indians, number 8, Taylor Delk.
Looks like Taylor Delk, number 8, will be the pitcher that's coming in now. It's going to be a right-handed pitcher. And we'll see what she comes up with in her warm-ups. Looks like Brooklyn Grind is going to stay in the game. I'm guessing she may be staying in the game to play first base. We'll have to see. This is going to be her job to get out of this inning, because if Colerain can come up with a way to plate these runs and get these people around the score, this 7th inning could be a wild one. Okay, so warm-ups have been taken. Cardinals send their batter up there, number 6, Brittany Smith, the pitcher, and the pitch in. Call the ball. Skips in the dirt. One thing, if you're going to be a relief pitcher, you've got to come in the game throwing strikes. Ball 2. Ball skips off the pitcher's gloves. Got to be careful on that. Runners can advance. But this pitcher number 8 coming in here, it doesn't seem. Oh, ball hit right at second. Nice grab. Nice grab by the second baseman, number 4,
with 1 run,
Matty
3
Koger.
hits, no errors, and 3 left on base. At the end of 6 complete
See on the
innings,
replay,
the
that
Fairfield
ball
Indians 7, the Colerain
was hit
Cardinals
right
1.
where Fairfield needed to be. So at the end of 6 innings, Fairfield 7 and your St. Louis Cardinals. Your Colerain Cardinals 1. Yeah, well, I was just talking about some Cardinals, hoping that the Reds could beat them sometime. But well, Brandon Phillips, he holds his own. Yeah. Brandon Phillips, from what I understand, the Pittsburgh Steelers want to talk to him about becoming a nickelback for them in football. He'll be the next two-sport athlete. Steelers like Brandon Phillips' swagger so much they want him to come over and play football. Okay, so here we go, the top of the 7th, 7-1 ball game. Brittany Smith's going to stay in here, see if she can keep this a 7-1 game so her team bats in the bottom of this inning. Pitch in there. Strike. That's a nice pitch. That was a pitcher's pitch all the way right there. Inside. Even if she swings, she just fouls that one off. And that one there, strike 2. Taylor Delk got to swing that bat. She got a .431 on base percentage. Ball dribbled to third base, kicks off her glove once, throw in the dirt, and safe at first base. So Taylor Delk able to start the top of the 7th.
At the plate for the Indians,
getting on base.
7, Aaron Burdine.
So this looks like number 7, Aaron Burdine at the plate now for Fairfield. Third baseman playing way in. Ball is up in her eyes for ball 1. It's like we got a pretty tough sun field. If a ball's hit in right field, the right fielder is going to have trouble tracking it down, sorting it from the sun. And the pitch in, high outside, ball. 2 ball, 1 strike count. Brittany Smith doing some housekeeping at the outer circle, steps up to the plate, the mound, towards the ball, throws it in there. Ball, 3-1. Make her be a batter. You got possibility of a double play if you could get her to hit the ball to the right spot. And the pitch, strike. 3 ball, 2 strike count here. That one just froze the batter. It's a good pitch. You can't be looking for no walk. You got to be one to swing that bat. Ball 4.
The catcher, number 11, Sydney Wyatt.
That'll put runners at first and second for Fairfield. We got Fairfield's coach calling timeout. Wants to get something straight here with home plate umpire Mike Young. Looks like we're going to have a substitute runner put in the game.
For the Indians, number 6, Cameron Clear.
Cameron Clear will be the runner for Fairfield. And we see here on the replay here, that ball high and outside a little bit there. I don't know. I guess Colerain probably has to save somebody to pitch that game tomorrow. Whoever Colerain has taken the hill tomorrow is going to definitely have their work cut out playing against Harrison. That ball's in deep, and it's going to be a home run out of here. 3-run shot. Fairfield Indians are just putting this game up on Mars compared to what Colerain could come up with. see here, and just on the wheelhouse, as they say, and 10-1 score.
At the plate, playing third base, number 3, Taryn Post.
Pitch in there. Pitch in there, ball 1. Strike 1, 1-1 count. A couple years I've been covering girls softball in the area. I've seen a lot of gritty performance by a lot of different pitchers, and seems like a position in girls softball, and that's fouled off the screen, that you definitely have to have someone who's got tough skin. One ball, 2 strike count, no outs here. Top of the 7th inning, here's the pitch. That's going to be a ball. Looks like the release point is changing now. Brittany Smith taking more time in between pitches. Just a little bit tired. She twirled that ball on her hip in there. It's going to be shortstop running it down for out number 1. And that's going to send number 1 to the plate. Geneva pawn shot.
Geneva pawn shot.
And here's the pitch to pawn shot. Pawn shot looks like she's up there to take that swinging bunt type of approach. There's that swinging bunt, dribbled foul down third baseline. Twirling that ball on her hip, and here's the pitch in. Ball 2. Just make her be a batter. Smith twirls it in there. That's a strike on a swinging bunt attempt. I don't know why you want to get cute at this point. You got a 10-run lead, just swing the bat. Flag blowing straight in from center field now. Hit down to the third base, throw over to first, and that's in time for the out. 2 outs now.
For the Indians, number 5, the right fielder, Rihanna Hubbard.
So Rihanna Hubbard in here at the plate again, the right fielder for Fairfield. And the pitch into her, that's going to be outside. Sometimes every now and then it looks like Brittany Smith on her release kind of bumps that wrist off her hip and throws that pitch off outside. Hit ball, straight hit at the second baseman, up with the throw and out. So,
with 3 runs, 1 hit, 1 error. Fairfield Indians 10, Colerain Cardinals 1.
So, score Fairfield 10 and Colerain Cardinals 1. This will be the bottom of the 7th inning. And this is where the home team is going to have to figure out if they got any solutions for this. Right now, we got number 8 out there, Taylor Delk pitching. She was able to coax that last out of Colerain in the bottom of the 6th inning. Now she's out here in the 7th inning, and it's all hers. Throw down to second base, coming down. Around the horn. See what they come up with. Coach Billstrom headed down to her spot at third base coaching box.
Starting off the bottom of the 7th inning for your Colerain Cardinals, the center fielder, number 7, Cameron Huber.
So that's going to be Cameron Huber leading this off. Number 7, the center fielder for the Cardinals. Needs to get on base. Got the first baseman and the third baseman playing in on the corners. I don't think there's going to be no bunt attempts happening now. So that's a 1-1 count. And Colerain, you're going to have to be ready to swing that bat. Ball hit hard to second base, off her shoulder, and that's going to put her on first base safely. And that's just one of those balls that
the top of the lineup for your Lady Cardinals, the right fielder, number 16, Bailey Hobaika.
We see on the replay here, this ball is just, she puts the bat out where it's pitched and just strokes it over there to second base. Bailey Hobaika in on there, in at the plate now for the Cardinals. Runner at first base, no outs. To where they could make some noise. The pitch in, foul off the screen. Coach Billstrom clapping some signs out. Bailey Hobaika taking in the signs. Runner at first looking at the signs. Pitches low inside. Ball 2. This is where you got to make them be a batter. Ball 3 high and outside. I'm sure Brooklyn Grind, who's over there playing first base now, and that's a walk. So runners at first and second.
Player, number 9, Caitlin Seiler.
So that's going to bring the designated player to the plate now for Colerain. Caitlin Seiler, she goes down and have a word with Coach Billstrom. Fairfield on the mound having a discussion what they're going to do. And we hear that wind and see that flag, and they're just blowing a song in there. But that wind wasn't able to stop that home run we saw last inning go over left center field fence. So Fairfield breaks the conversation out there on the mound. Taylor Delk is going to have to bear down with this. It's up to her to throw strikes. Ball's bunted right in front of the mound. Out at first, safe at first. Bases loaded now for the Cardinals. Nobody out. That's going to
stay. Cardinals. Play third base, number 4, Angel Ehrenschwender.
Angel Ehrenschwender, number 4, the third baseman for the Cardinals. Up here to see she could open some floodgates for the Cards. And there's the first pitch, fouled off the screen. She just missed that. Just missed that. She strokes it like it's going to go in the right center field gap the way it looks. And the pitch. Off the screen, foul. Fairfield's going to have to keep these base runners honest. Could be a potential play at the plate again. 10-1 score, but Colerain is definitely threatening. And the pitch. Ball hit hard. Shortstop can't come up with it. 1 run is in. And we got 2 runs in to play at third base, and they're safe at third base. So the Cardinals able to play 2 runs. It brings the score now to 10-3. We see on the replay, no one was going to catch that ball.
Lady Cardinals, the shortstop, number 3, Haley Curtis.
Haley Curtis stepping in there, shortstop for the Cardinals. Runners at first and third. You'll probably see this runner trim to steal second on this first pitch. Ball's hit high to left center field, and they're going after it. They got to call it, and it falls right in between both of them. And they're going to have 1-run score on that. You can see the way that ball was. It was betwixt and between, and no one quite wanted to claim it.
At the plate for your Lady Cardinals.
This allows the Cardinals
number 18, Logan Davis.
Cardinals have got this score now, sitting at 10-4 with their catcher, number 18, Logan Davis, at the plate. He's got runners at first and second. Nobody out. The ball's thrown in there for a strike. And that's what you're going to have to do, number 8, Taylor Delk, is you're just going to have to bear down and throw strikes. That ball's fouled off. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. This will be strategically, a strikeout could come in real handy for Fairfield at this point right here. Let's see what it is. Ball's hit hard into left field. The left field turns, runs back over the top of the fence and back in. No one can come up with it. We're going to have question marks. We see here on the replay, this ball's drilled, and the left fielder takes one turn and can't find it. And then when she does, it comes in and lands off the top of the fence and back onto the field of play. And we got a situation where the left fielder has been replaced. Bases loaded now, 10-4. Nobody scored because they were making sure that it wasn't going to be caught. But this is going to be a situation where if you're the Colerain Cardinals,
number 14,
you could put the pedal down because it hit the top of the fence.
And now batting, playing second base, number 5, Savannah Rand.
Yeah, it did. So here we have no outs, 2 strikes, and here's the pitch. Outside, ball. Fairfield Indians trying to nail this one down. Strike 1, 1-1 count. Runners again, bases loaded here. Fourth play at the plate. Good eye. 2 ball, 1 strike count. Here's the pitch in. Ball's hit high in infield. That's going to be caught by the pitcher for the first out of the inning. That's going to send
left fielder, number 12, Niera Jones.
Niera Jones in there. Left fielder, number 12, digs herself a place to stand in the batter's box and looking to swing the bat. And here's the pitch. Strike 1. Swung and missed. Base is loaded. And here's the pitch in. That's going to be called a ball. 1-1 count here. Call strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. 1 out. 10-4 score. This is where Dusty Baker used to always say you got to grand slam proof this game. And right now it's grand slam proof. Fairfield cannot keep getting sloppy with this screaming foul ball off the backstop. Niera Jones looks down to Coach Billstrom for the sign. She shakes the sign at her, and here comes the pitch. Foul off the screen. 2 ball, 2 strike count, 1 out here. All Colerain's hopes are on Niera right now. This ball's hit straightaway center, and it's caught by the center fielder. Nice play. It had her faked out a little bit, but she was able to put the glove to it. That's
Now
number
batting
2,
for Lady
Bailey
Cardinals,
Cole.
the pitcher. Number 6, Brittany Smith.
So we see on the replay, Brittany Smith able to track that down and then turn around and come up with a cannon of a throw to prevent the tag up. Ball foul off and over the top of the screen. Brittany Smith, pitcher in this game of record for the Cardinals. I'm sure she doesn't want to be the last out for them. So the pitch into her. Swung into the gap. Picked up by the center fielder. 1 run in. Another run in. So we got 2 more runs in for the Cardinals, and that's going to bring the score to 10-6 now. 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Colerain coming up with this rally here.
The center fielder, Cameron Huber.
So this is going to bring Cameron Huber to the plate for Colerain. Coach Billstrom over on the third base line trying to bark instructions, making certain that they know what she wants.
Runner for the Cardinals, number 15, Teresa Andrews.
So they come up with a pinch runner coming in at first base. So that's a strike. That first pitch in there is a strike. Taylor Delk, I'm sure she wants to get this game put away for her partner, Brooklyn Grind. But here's second pitch, strike 2, no ball, 2 strike count. So the Cardinals are down to their last strike here on this pitch, and we'll see what they come up with. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that one belongs to the Fairfield Indians.
2 left on base.
So the final score after 7 innings of this game is
Fairfield Indians 10.
the Fairfield Indians 10 and the Colerain Cardinals 6. Now Waycross Media has enjoyed bringing this telecast to you, and you hopefully will volunteer and spend time with Waycross Media. So for now, until our next episode, this is the left out left-hander. 50-yard line in the rearview mirror, opponent's goal line under a magnifying glass.
Copies of this program are available for $20 each. Send program title along with your address and check or money order to Waycross Community Media. Attention Dub Coordinator, 2086 Waycross Road, Forest Park, Ohio 45240. Or buy securely on the web at www.waycross.tv.